What are 3 PC gaming systems you can get for under 500 bucks that's kind of going to get you into the world of PC gaming? Let's take a look. All right, so what this video is going to be is I did some research out there and I'm just trying to find some of the best deals you can buy in a PC gaming system that's under 500 bucks. And that's pretty hard nowadays because obviously with PC gaming and things like that, you know, even the graphics card can cost that much. I have an Alienware system, which I'm going to do some stuff on a little bit later, and that alone can cost quite a bit of money if you want to do PC gaming. So I'm looking for systems here that are going to be $500. That's one of the criteria, or under, and it's going to have some kind of a graphics presence so it can run some of the games most of the time. You may not get the highest settings with these, but it's going to get your foot in the door and you can actually start playing a lot of the newest titles of PC games. And you're also not going to break the bank. So we're going to find a couple systems here that are going to be at that $500 price point, and that's pretty low for, you know, for a gaming PC, I guess, is what you want to call them. I mean, you can go up to obviously $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on these systems, but if you want to just get something for about 500 bucks and not break the bank, definitely take a look at these next 3 coming up, and I'm just going to show you what they're all about. Now, keep in mind, if you watch my channel, I do a lot of reviews on stuff. I have stuff in-house a lot of times, but on these type of systems, like sometimes I just like to go out and do research. I look at reviews, I look at the pricing, what kind of card it has in it, and then I go ahead and just put a video together as far as what I found online. And that's what this is. It's my disclaimer. So it's not going to be a review of these systems, but I want to show people, if you want to get in the game of PC gaming and you want to do it for under 500 bucks, is it even possible? Yes, and these are the systems that you can probably get, and I think they're one of the best systems for that price point. If you can actually go out and find, if you were going to look yourself, you probably wouldn't find much better. If you do, post them in the comments. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into them. Let's take a look. All right, so just a really quick disclaimer. The PCs I'm going to show you are if you don't really know how to build your own. The best way to do this for sure is to build your own. So you would want to find sites like this here, and this is from techguided.com. There's thousands of these, but if you really want to build your own, you're going to get the most bang for your buck on any PC you build. Here's an example of what you can find. It gives all the parts and everything. But if you do not know how to build your own PC and you just want to buy something from somewhere else, that's the best you can possibly do, maybe with, you know, below $500. That's what this video is about. So let's get started on that. I just wanted to make the disclaimer here. If you know, this is the best way to go if you know how to build it, because you're going to get way more. If you don't, then let's get moving and I'll show you some that you can pick up that are already built. Okay, so I lied to you. So I'm actually going to show you 7, but I'm going to do it very, very quickly. So not just 3, but 7 different systems you can get that'll get your foot in the door. So let's go ahead and start. So these are systems that are basically going to just get your foot in the door in gaming, and it's not going to be like you're going to be able to play all the best games, the newest games at the highest ratings. You may have to play them at low ratings, but these will get your foot in the door for under 500 bucks. Here's one of the best deals I did find. This is the HP Pavilion 590. This actually is $394 on Newegg right now, and if you look at it, it does come with, you know, it's an i5 8400, which is a very new CPU compared to some of these other ones I'm going to show you. 12 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte drive, hard drive. That's just a spinning drive. But a Radeon RX 550, and that benchmarks on Passmark like in the 2000s. So this is a capable system for $394, and this is a great starter system if you want to get into just some basic gaming. And I'm going to show you some other ones, but $394 is a great price on this. I mean, you can't, you know, that card probably is about $100 or so. So just keep that in mind. But let's keep going down the list here. So this is, look for this HP Pavilion. Look for these type of systems that have the cards built in because they have the power supplies for them. And this would be a good starter system here. So the next one I want to show you here is going to be very similar, and this is actually, this doesn't fit the criteria. I just wanted to show people because this would be my next best guess. This is $569. It's not $500, and that's why I'm just throwing this in here. But for $569, I think this is the best deal that's out there. There's only 4 left. It says on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. But it's an HP Pavilion TP010066 gaming desktop. This comes with the Ryzen 7 3700X, believe it or not, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD, which is crazy, and then it comes with the RX 550 as well, and that's $569. So I know that doesn't meet my criteria, but I wanted to throw that in there just because it's a great deal right now. I mean, it's probably going to sell it really fast though, but look for it later. So as we go down the list, you know, these are systems that you want to find too. So if you go to Amazon, they sell a lot of these systems that are going to be older systems like Dell, and someone goes in and refurbishes them, and then they actually create like a gaming system, a very basic one, but you can get your foot in the door in some basic gaming again. So this one is not the best, but it's got, you know, this does come with an Intel, you know, i7 4770, so it's a, you know, a little bit older CPU, but it's fairly fast. Then what they actually do put in here is a new NVIDIA GT 1030 2GB DDR5. So the 1030s are going to benchmark not the best, but they definitely get your foot in the door in gaming. It's way better than just onboard graphics, and so you can actually get some, Rocket League and some games like that going. Plus, it's got 16 gigs of RAM and an SSD, which is going to help a little bit. Windows, everything like that. $483.99, so that's a really good deal as well. I'll have a link to this in the description as well. All right, so the next one, and a lot of people don't even know about, is if you go to like Walmart and stuff, they do the same thing. They actually take these refurbished desktops, and they actually make them into gaming PCs like this one. And it's $275, so refurbished Lenovo gaming desktop. Again, it comes with the GT 1030, so it's not the fastest. It's just going to get get your foot right in the door really slowly. But it's 8 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive, and they sell them through eBay, even though it's like through Walmart, but even though it's like a third party that they're selling through. But at least you can return them if you have to, because you got the Walmart name behind it. So if you want to try something like this might be worth it. Very few ratings and stuff, and only 4 left in this one as well. But they're older, Lenovo's that have been fitted with that actual graphics card. All right, let's keep going. There's 3 more left. The next one is basically, I saw this on eBay. They're selling it as seller refurbished, so if you're okay with that. But they have a number of these, so there's just more than one of them available, so it's not just like a one-off. It's a custom gaming computer. They're going to be kind of probably custom builds by some person out there. Just look at the reviews. It does say it's top rated plus, but it's got the i5, and we'll have to dig into what that is, but it's 8 gigs of RAM, 500 gigabytes, and a 240 SSD, 240 gig SSD. But this one actually comes with the Radeon RX 470 4 gigabyte GPU, which is actually, again, the RX 470 is going to get your foot in that door. It's going to be able to play some of the games on lower medium settings, or some of the older games on high settings. So it's not a terrible system. It's only $439, and I'll link to this again in the description. But this is another good one, another good buy if just to get your foot in there. The next one I want to go through really quickly too. This one's from Tiger Direct Business, $479. This is the iBuyPower. It's the 108A ARC 502 gaming desktop, which is a long name. But this has a Ryzen 3 3200G, which is a pretty good CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte spinning drive, and then it's got the GeForce GT 710, so NVIDIA GeForce GT 710. Again, not the best graphics card, a little bit newer, but just not the best. But it's going to be able to be a lot better than the onboard GPUs, or the non GPUs I call them, but the ones that are onboard. These are going to be external ones that actually do a little bit better, or at least in the scheme of things, they're going to be able to push a little bit more graphics for your game. So anyways, check this one out. It's $479, and it's on Tiger Direct Business. And then the final one, again, this, I said 3 under 500, so there's a couple I threw in here. This one's over 500, but as I was going through things, I found this one, and I'll put a link to this as well, but it's $552, and this is new. And I just put this in here because it's a really good deal. It's a HP Pavilion gaming desktop, AMD Ryzen 3 2200G. This has got the AMD Radeon RX 550 again, 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive, and Windows obviously. But if you're looking for a system with a newer CPU and things, this one might not be bad. Again, there's only one left in stock, it says, so you may have to be fighting for this one, or wait for it to come back. But these are the kind of prices you might want to expect. And if you get a system like this, you might be able to replace that graphics card with a more powerful one if the power supply is sufficient. So it might just get you to the next phase. And if you get a little bit more money, you can maybe buy a little bit faster card and throw it in there. So at least you know that this one works. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of go through some PCs here, gaming PCs, to get your foot in the door, and I hope it helps people, just see the differences that you can get for the money out there. All right, so what did you think? Again, these things are going to get your foot in the door on PC gaming. They're not going to be the top. They're not going to be like the Alienware system that I have, but they're going to be good enough to get you in the game. And you may not, you may have to crank some of the settings down a little bit lower. You may have to, spend some money later to upgrade the graphics card on them and things like that, as you get more money. Or if maybe you have a gift certificate coming for your birthday or Christmas or something like that. I don't like spending a ton of money on stuff just because a lot of times it can, lose value pretty quickly. That's why when I buy a lot of Macs and stuff, and I sell them. I usually sell them for 80% of what I bought them for. With PCs though, you can run into an issue. If you buy a really expensive PC, they change so fast. You can lose a ton of money on them. So I tend to either build them myself, or I actually go through systems like this and I just replace the graphics card and things. So you can find a lot of different systems out there if you look around. And that's all this video is about. So anyways, post some comments. If you guys find some good systems out there that are comparable to this, I definitely will make a video on it. It's not a review. It's just showing people what's out there if you're interested in this kind of stuff. Subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of Apple stuff. I do PC stuff as well, but I do hard drives, even hard drives for Apple, like external drives, but they'll work for PCs too, like with speed tests and stuff. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe. Help me out. Talk to you soon. Peace.